Morning, everybody. November 10th. Got snow today. Still snowing right now. Whew. The onslaught is about to commence. The onslaught is about to commence. It's we're moving from the age of ignorance to the age of darkness. You know, the useful idiots of the world don't understand what they've done. Willfully ignorant. Joe Biden wasn't elected. Joe Biden didn't even come close to holding a candle to POTUS. He did not get a single vote. Well, obviously he got his votes from his base or whatever, which was like 12 people or whatever. There is compounding evidence as every hour passes that they cheated. Not only cheated, but like outrageously cheated, like unprecedented. You know, countries like Venezuela and Iraq and all these other dictatorships around the world are blushing. You know, the United States has become a laughingstock of the world, second to only Canada. Your great nation has been compromised by globalists and the Luciferian agenda. Oh, here he goes again, talking about religious stuff. I have to tell you one thing. The forces of evil are real. They live on earth. And people like the Democratic Party of America are satanic. Outright satanic. You know, for the last 30 years, the globalists have been indoctrinating your children from kinder to college. You know, if you've noticed, it's like, you know, only the establishment can become president. Donald Trump exposed everything. And now you have a lame duck president, unelected president, calling for unity, all the while the Twittersphere is saying that all Trump supporters should be on a list, you know, basically thrown in re-education camps, basically is what they're saying. You know, you have the far left, you know, doxing Trump supporters. There's even a website that that doxes financial backers to Donald Trump. You know, you think Antifa and Black Lives Matter are just going to stand down because they got some sitting duck president? No. Joe Biden did not win this election, not even close. Not even close. Trump got his red wave, so they had to stop the count. They had to stop the count halfway through the evening just so they could manufacture enough ballots just to push Joe Biden over the edge, just over the finish line. It is a blatant attack on we the people. It is a blatant attack on the will of the people. Donald Trump got his red wave, and there is evidence as every hour passes. As every hour passes, there's more and more and more evidence. But the talking heads will not acknowledge the evidence. What Donald Trump has done in the last 4 years is unprecedented. He has done more for the American people and the world at large than any other president in recent history. And chances are that even if there is evidence, and he can make a case for this blatant election fraud, chances are that the Supreme Court won't stand with him, because just a year or so ago you had George Soros installing globalist far left judges in certain key states. They have indoctrinated your children from kinder to college. For the last 30 years, the globalists have systematically attacked the United States of America. They've already infected Canada and Great Britain and large portions of the world. We're now entering the age of darkness. And you have these low information morons, screaming really loud, but don't have a freaking clue about what has actually happened. What has actually happened. Their cognitive dissonance is beyond any reason. The rise of Antifa and Black Lives Matter is all part of the denigration of the United States. And they are saying that this was a repudiation of Trumpism. No, it wasn't, because all the left knows how to do is project. And then you have the Luciferian celebrities coming out supporting this lame duck president. You have, dictators from around the world congratulating this unelected president. But it's very interesting that, certain countries have not supported this president. Unelected president. Let's be clear. Joe Biden wasn't elected. He was put there to bring in far left ideas, and he is going to dismantle your Constitution. He's going to dismantle, he's not going to do anything. Because if this does hold, he won't be there for more than 9 months. No more, no less than 9 months. And then you'll have a Kamala Harris president, an unelected president. Nobody even wanted to vote for her during the Democrat, conventions party or whatever it was. I cannot remember. For the life of me, it just sweeps over my head. But when they're all trying to make their bid for president, run for president, Kamala Harris got annihilated. Nobody liked her. Nobody wanted her. And she's come out and basically said she's a communist, and this is what's going to happen when I get to be president, because everybody knows, with two brain cells to rub together, knows that Kamala Harris will be the first unelected female president. She didn't get there by merit. Let me tell you what, she got there on her knees. Just like she's always done. Used her feminine charms to gain power and substance. She is wicked and evil, just like the Democratic Party of the United States of America. Oh, here I go again, talking about making religious statements. I'm not religious. I'm a realist. I see what has happened. And what has happened is a direct attack on democracy and the will of the people. And those who support this unelected, illegitimate president, which is sleepy, creepy, dirty Joe Biden, Beijing Biden, is all bread and circuses. Even during his acceptance speech there, every one of those cars were empty. It's all been staged and orchestrated by the globalist agenda. There is compounding evidence, like I said earlier, that there's exponential amount of evidence. But Trump may not get his way, because the vitriol for this president is unfounded. This man has sacrificed everything to fight for the United States of America and enlarge the rest of the world. He's made more progress in peace in the Middle East than any president since forever. Since forever. He has, in 4 years, just under 4 years, this man has sacrificed everything for we the people, the people's president. He got his red wave, but they stopped the count. And it took them 7 days to manufacture just enough votes to push him over the line. Because nobody in the United States of America voted for Joe Biden except the very low information morons of the world, the useful idiots of the world. And even that, they had to cheat. They had to cheat unprecedentedly. Unprecedented. Dictators around the world are blushing because of this blatant, grab for power. It's like one of the people I follow who's very insightful and very educated and, one of the best people on YouTube. I've been following him you know, another good Canadian boy. Another good Canadian boy. But he said, once the people lose faith in democracy, the civilization is about to fall. And you think Black Lives Matter and Antifa are just going to stand down now because sleepy, creepy, dirty old Bayesian Biden got in? No. They are going to undermine, because evil always eats its own. Evil always eats its own. That's how it survives evil. And then you have these Luciferian celebrities coming out, dehumanizing, demoralizing, free-thinking people like myself. Do you actually believe that Joe Biden beat Donald Trump? Are you that dense? Like you just think that this is normal? 2 days before the election, POTUS had over 57,000 people at one of his rallies. While there was 30,000 people there, and then there was another 20,000 people waiting to see him or just standing near there. The talking heads of the lamestream media like to project and say, oh, well, Donald Trump was so divisive and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, maybe he was to the forces of evil, which is the lamestream media. And he was absolutely right, the enemy of the people. But Donald Trump united a nation, as the Democrats divided a nation. From the time of Obama to now. Black Lives Matter, Antifa established themselves during the Obama administration. Obama was one of the most corrupt presidents in recent history. Obama was a demon of man, and Joe Biden was his right-hand man. The Democrats are evil. Liberals around the world are evil. They are Luciferian. And if you don't, I know that the low information people of the world and the low IQ people of the world think that religion is horrible and blah, 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 whatever. But you know what? You can say what you will about religion, but the truth is we all need to have a little bit of faith, right? And if there's nothing to believe in, and we're living in heathenism, then we're only bringing destruction upon ourselves, because we become nihilistic, we become narcissistic, we become isolated, we become depressed, we become empty. Long and short of it, we become empty. And we grasp for anything that's going to fill that emptiness in our heart. We're going to, we're going through this time right now that is, like I said at the beginning, the onslaught is about to commence. The free-thinking people are being attacked by the media, by the Luciferian celebrities. They are dehumanizing us. demoralizing us so we don't rise up. In Canada, we have COVID camps. Why the hell do we have COVID camps? I said this in the other video before. Why the hell do we have COVID camps? Because they're going to be re-education camps. Because they do want to bring in the Great Reset. And you have sleepy, creepy Joe Biden calling for lockdowns like the rest of Europe, and the economy in Great Britain has collapsed. It's inevitable. It's gonna collapse because the globalists, they want the Great Reset. The Great Reset is about to happen. Agenda 21. Joe Biden had to get in, and he's already given power back to the central bank of the United States of America, because the low information people of the world don't understand what Donald Trump was doing, because they're low information, low IQ morons, useful idiots. Either they're too busy or just willfully ignorant. Donald Trump took control of the central bank of the United States of America, so he could control the money. And that's the only reason why the United States of America didn't fall into a deep recession, because Donald Trump took control of the central bank. Donald Trump has laid the foundation for a better world for all Americans, and hopefully he was going to be a beacon of hope for the rest of the world to fall in line to fight against the globalist agenda. With his loss, if it holds, I still have faith and I still have hope that, he will be overturned, the election will be overturned, but the vitriol and the demons of man have already infected major courts in the United States, major courts around the world. Just a year or so ago, there was evidence that George Soros put in place certain justices in certain key states in America to further their globalist agenda, their far left ideas and their Luciferian ideas. You have Joe Biden wanting to have abortion up into the day of birth. We have truly entered the age of darkness. And even if Donald Trump wins all of his cases in the court, they will still call him illegitimate, because the only thing they can do is project. The demons of man only project because they have no will of their own. They only are evil. They only live to serve Lucifer. Not even. They don't even serve anything. They only serve themselves, in turn serving the devil. I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. I have faith. I have faith. I believe in a higher power for sure. And if that makes me religious, then whatever, I don't care. I have lived 1,000 lives, in this lifetime, and I have seen things that make me believe in something greater than myself. And I'm not a heathen. And I don't practice heathenism. Do I believe it's a Jewish God? I don't think so, but but I do read the Bible from time to time. Like I've said before in previous videos. It's a good book to read. I have predicted this whole debacle. I have said this was going to happen months ago. You know, my videos aren't being promoted on YouTube at all. I'm stuck in the algorithm, or they're shadow banning me or whatever, but my last video had like 2 views, and I think that they were both by me, because I always watch my video after I put it on YouTube just to make sure that it's okay. But yeah, I'm not getting any views. I'm getting a way more views on BitChute, and I do have an Odyssey channel, but that's going to be a little bit different. I haven't really decided where I'm going with that yet. Well, I'm gonna try to do something different there. But BitChute mirrors all my videos from YouTube, so I suggest that you go to BitChute and watch my videos if you feel like it. You know, I know that my amateur videos aren't that very good, and you know, I know I'm not some magnificent videographer or whatever, and I know that sometimes my rants are a bit ranty, but and I wish I was a little bit more tech savvy, and I wish I knew how to do all sorts of things, and you know, like, you know, link stuff. I know it's probably easy to do because lots of people do it, but I don't know how, and I don't have the time to really do it. Either I'm working or I have to be doing something else. So, and I don't really spend a lot of time on the internet, so I don't really spend a lot of time on the internet. I just don't. But I did have a point to this story that I was going to tell, but yes, the onslaught has commenced. And all you free-thinking people out there, you need to prepare. Like I said, they are trying to dehumanize us, demoralize us. They want to put us on lists. They've already have websites dedicated to doxing people that supported Trump. This is the world that you choose for us. If you voted for Joe Biden, which nobody did, let's be honest, nobody voted for him. That's why it took him 7 days to find enough votes just to push him over the line. Donald Trump got his red wave, but they had to stop counts for sure. And as the days go by, there's more and more evidence that they did. But because of this Luciferian reality that we're living in, this age of darkness, from the age of ignorance to the age of darkness, this is what's going to happen. Even if Donald Trump is absolutely justified in his claims that this election was rigged, the chances are the Supreme Court won't overturn the election anyway. So I don't think it'll be the last time we hear from Donald Trump, but if Joe Biden becomes the president of the United States, you can expect your rights to be chipped away from you daily, just like they have done in Canada already. And the globalists win. So I implore people, if you have the means, make sure that you prepare, because civil war, civil unrest is going to happen. The free-thinking people will not stand for this. And the useful idiots of the world have already declared war on us. So if you have the means, prepare. December 21st is going to be a time there's going to be a great shift December 21st as we enter the winter solstice. And you need to prepare. You need to prepare. You need to take care of your family. You need to take care of your close friends. At least those you trust. I know it's hard these days to trust anybody, but the onslaught is about to commence, and they've already dehumanized us, and they're already demoralizing us. It doesn't matter if you're in the United States, or in Canada, or in Australia, or Great Britain. Our free-thinking people, we free-thinking people, are the target. They don't want us in this new world order. They don't want people that have a free mind and that are able to make decisions for themselves. They don't want people who have traditional values, who believe in God, because it doesn't coalesce with the communist idea of what the New World Order wants. Because in a communist country, you're supposed to worship the state, and they always attack God. And if you've noticed, for the last 30 years, they've chipped away God from schools, and even the Democrats didn't want "In God We Trust." They couldn't even say it, because the Democrats are satanic, evil, and the useful idiots of the world. Thank you for destroying the West and bringing your tyranny upon us all. Let me tell you what, though, you useful idiots will be the first lined up after they've destroyed the patriots. You useful idiots will be the next lined up and shot and thrown into re-education camps. Because the only thing that communism brings is death and destruction. And thank you. Thank you for destroying the world. Live in light.